Good morning, guys. Bill McMillan here with you. Sunday morning, 8:30, and stormy, unsettled start to our Sunday. A neat visible satellite loop showing those storms across central Indiana, and for that matter, upstream, we see the development taking place across the northern half of Illinois. So, a rather unsettled Sunday is with us, and we'll take any rain we can get. And for some of us, this is the fourth day in a row of rain, beneficial rain. So, I will say, as we look at the forecast radar products, take it with a grain of salt. It's difficult in this kind of pattern, for one, to pinpoint timing and exact specifics with regard to track of these thunderstorms. Additionally, when we have this morning activity, sometimes it can take the local atmosphere some time to recover to a state that would be more conducive for thunderstorm development. So, with all that said, it does appear today will be a rather unsettled day with potentially a couple of rounds of thunderstorms. If you take the HRRR verbatim, we've got a situation where another complex of strong to severe thunderstorms rumbles south in the mid to late afternoon. Not quite sure that's going to be the case, again, given the thunderstorms we're dealing with this morning, but we'll keep an eye on it nonetheless. And for that matter, as we discussed last night, the potential is there at least for maybe another round of thunderstorms late tonight and Monday as this upper level energy kind of moves over the Ohio Valley as well. So an active pattern through the short term for sure. And as we look at the GFS forecast model and put this into motion, we see that scattered thunderstorms remain in our forecast really through the day on Tuesday. Tuesday evening, a cold front will move through here. And while it won't provide a tremendous amount of difference with temperatures, we'll certainly notice a much drier air mass move in here late Tuesday night and be with us through the day on Wednesday. But it won't last long. We get back into a warm, sticky air mass to wrap up the work week. Thursday and Friday look warm and humid, with additional thunderstorm chances returning. The other thing to keep an eye on, too, as we get into the latter part of this week, guys, and on into the weekend, is the potential of some tropical mischief in the western Gulf of Mexico. The GFS shows this, and in addition, the European, at least to some degree, shows something of mischief down here in the western Gulf. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's interesting because when we look at precipitation anomalies over the past 60 days, this area has been very dry, and for that matter, this was really where our drier regime of late has originated. And obviously we see that it's spread north and northeast to include central Indiana here with that drier than normal pattern over the past couple of months as a whole. Thankfully, we're beginning to at least eat into some of that here locally, but it would certainly be very nice to see the forecast models and their kind of idea of remnant tropical moisture moving north through eastern Texas and potentially getting tangled up with the cold front that moves into the Ohio Valley in week 2 to provide beneficial rains for the Ohio Valley in that day 8 through 10 time frame. The GFS shows that. The European as well shows whatever comes of that. If anything, nonetheless, tropical moisture at least would be moving north. And again, it shows it getting kind of tangled up with this cold front that drops south. So something to at least keep an eye on. Obviously, we're in that day 8 through 10 time frame, so it's a very low confidence forecast at this point. But the upper air pattern and the timing involved here does suggest that whatever would develop in the western Gulf has the opportunity to move north before eventually turning more northeast. So we'll keep an eye on it and keep you updated with that. In the meantime, guys, we'll close out with one more look at the radar. Again, at 8:30. Showers and thunderstorms continue across central Indiana with additional activity maintaining itself across the northern half of Illinois that we'll keep an eye on over the next couple of hours. Guys, make it a great Sunday. Thank you as always for logging on to IndyWX.com. We'll talk with you soon.